Hi there, Wasted Potential 616 back again. As I'm still awake, I might as well do a few more reviews. I'm going to do a few comics in this one. Let's start with Dark Avengers Dark Issues Annual Issue 1. Okay. Written by Bendis, obviously, and very good artwork done by Chris Bachalo. Now, this centers on Captain Marvel / Marvel Boy. Yeah, what the fuck happened with him, you know? This has been long overdue. It's kind of a cool, if not a bit simplistic cover, but very cool. And we find out what he's been up to, why he left the Dark Avengers, and just basically what's been on his mind. It's not a huge revelation. He just figured out that they're all evil bastards, and he, you know, wanted nothing to do with them. So there we go. This is written well. You know, this could have been a Marvel Boy, Captain Marvel one shot. It's basically all him. We see how he sort of interacts with humans, how he's a little uneasy, how he's sort of questioning his role, what he has to do. It's sort of stuff, to be honest, I've seen before. There's not a great deal that's original in this. And there's a nice confrontation between him and the Sentry. He's a bit outgunned, but he uses his noggin, as it seems most people have to do, to sort of get away from the Sentry. And that was good, and it's well illustrated. I have to say, Chris Bachalo, he's a very good artist, very good illustrator, if he's not rushed in some of his work. I remember when he was doing stuff on the X-Men, and he did this anniversary issue where it introduced like this evil group of X-Men. It was way back, where it was like the search for Xavier thing. And it was really messy, really cluttered, and it wasn't very good. And he said that he was under a very tight deadline, so hey, fair enough. But when it's not rushed, his artwork is top notch, very distinctive. His own style, sort of takes little bits, pieces from various art genres. It's true. There's a manga quality to it, you know. But yeah, the issue itself, as I remember, not talking heads, which means. But this just basically sums up what's going on in Marvel Boy's head, and what he's been up to, and which has been not a lot. And basically he wants to get in contact with the Supreme Intelligence because he's a Kree, and their race is basically run by the Kree, by the Supreme Intelligence. Spoiler alert on, he finally gets a response, and he gets more powers, on level with the original Captain Marvel, which is cool. And you know, we see the Dark Avengers still kind of looking for him, and you know, Marvel Boy's just basically like, does he kind of? It's just basically like, you know, well, it doesn't interact, but they look for him, they can't find it, but they know he's now an enemy. Norman Osborn makes it clear that, you know, we're after him now, one of many enemies that we have at the moment. Which leads me to believe that he's going to be involved in the Siege crossover. Okay. I did enjoy this, it was a lot of fun. Good dialogue, well written. It's nice to finally see what this character has been up to. It wasn't disappointing. Now he's kind of got an upgrade. He's on power level almost for the Sentry, which is cool. And we also get sort of like a behind the scenes of it, an article about the issue itself, which you bang for his buck, you know, a bit extra there. And then we get a preview of what I've already mentioned, of the Siege. The problem we have with this issue, as I say, I enjoyed the artwork, I enjoyed the dialogue, the story itself, you know, Marvel wandering around, figuring out what his role is, and sort of getting a power upgrade. It's not very original, especially with this character alone. The amount of sort of one-shots or little bits we've seen of him just like introducing him. This is Marvel Boy. He doesn't know what he's doing. You know, I mean, he's had these kind of soul-searching things quite a lot. You know, in the Illuminati miniseries we had. This various bits in Secret Invasion. You know, we've kind of seen all this before. Now he's going in a different direction, but I'd like to see him do something to get involved properly, you know. And it's cool that he's got this upgrade, you know, he's more powerful. But I feel that, you know, it almost wasn't really necessary. From what I've read, and I haven't read all of Grant Morrison's miniseries or bits and pieces, there was so much to him that we don't need to see him soul searching, blah blah blah. He's interesting enough. We know his core powers already, whatever, cool history. We don't need to keep going over it. Throw him into like a big adventure and show him doing stuff. That's what I want to see. So, while this was a good and entertaining issue, I want to see more from this character. I really do. And considering he kind of left the Dark Avengers quite abruptly, without much of an explanation, and this has been a long time coming. I kind of expected a bit more. So, there we go. I think I might have gone a little bit over there. I've only got 3 more minutes, and I don't really want to rush with the other videos. So, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. See you later.